Robert Long is TESOL coordinator. TESOL stands for Teaching English to Speakers of Other Languages. Robert is an applied linguist. By virtue of his education and teaching experience acquired in both North America and Japan, Rob is apt to express his views with respect to the future of the subject of English, and is capable of making judgments on our program, Global English. What's your view of the English language in the 21st century?
Well, it's interesting. Some people are forecasting by the year 2015 that over half of the world's population is going to speak English. And so you have this situation where English is no longer in control of native speakers. It's becoming an international language. And of course, as we have increases in globalization, then there's going to be a greater demand for communication in English.
How important is it to teach the grammar of the spoken English in today's globalized society, and are English schools and teachers really ready to do it?
It's extremely important to be teaching the grammar of spoken English. And I don't think that the schools or the teachers are really prepared to do this. They don't really have materials that focus specifically on spoken grammar. And beyond this, pronunciation is a big issue, especially because the phonology of the various English dialects in today's world is extremely important.
Looking at it from the perspective of the international English language teaching, how would you describe our program, Global English?
Well, it's groundbreaking, really. Traditionally, textbooks have been the mainstay of grammar learning and teaching. And unfortunately, there's not a great impact when they present the structures in a textbook. And the other problem is that they focus on written grammar rather than spoken grammar. Global English really fits a need that's not been met before. Typically, the problem is that the students themselves get very bored with grammar textbooks. And so they really need something, especially, visually oriented, that outside of class that they can use on their own and learn very well. And I think Global English is able to do this. In addition to presenting the subject entries in very natural international English that's easier for most people to understand, people who don't have a linguistic background, what it also does is that it incorporates elements of pronunciation, which is also very important in today's globalization. And one of the main focuses is on the basic parts of speech. And really, if you do that, it can take you a long way in getting and giving good grammar explanations. And since Global English was written by a second language learner, he was able to use international English and give grammar explanations which are easy to understand for both non-native speakers and native speakers of English. One of the difficulties has always been native English speakers' fear of grammar, and grammar textbooks have not really helped them at all. So I think Global English is an excellent resource because it helps the native English speakers with their explanations of grammar, because it's something that they can review on their own. And they're not automatically afraid of teaching grammar. I think it definitely would build their confidence and help them give better explanations for the grammar teaching.
Thank you, Robert.
Thank you too, Ryan.